Incarceration and recidivism are disproportionately higher for African American men compared to all other races, especially their white peers. Imprisoned parents, who make up 52% of state inmates and 63% of federal inmates, have a combined total of 1.7 million minor children, which is 2.3% of the U.S. resident population under age 18. 4 out of 10 incarcerated fathers are Black, the number being 8 times higher compared to white fathers. 1 in 9 Black men between 20 and 34 years, most likely a father, comprise the highest number of the incarcerated for any group. Of the 2.5 million poor, non-custodial fathers who owe court-ordered child support, 60% are members of a racial or ethnic minority group, with their average age being 34 years. Some sources suggest that institutional issues influence recidivism among racial minorities. The controversial critical race theory suggests that the criminal justice system and the labor market disproportionately harm Black men from arrest through release and reentry. Laws that allowed lynching and segregation have been replaced by laws that outlaw obvious discrimination, but informal institutional policies and practices maintain white hegemony. Laws allegedly responsible for a racism criminal justice system, also known as the prison industrial complex, support policies that increase the number of incarcerated Blacks to provide cheap and capital labor, a cycle that promotes America's capitalism and corporate growth based on the suffering of racial minorities. Better employment opportunities for white people is attributed in part to poor incarceration history, better educational opportunities, and skill differences based on race, culminating in the unemployment among Black men being twice the rate for white men. Critics of the critical race theory often bring up 2 things. First, the fact that Asian Americans, a racial minority, ranks highest in terms of household income in America, despite the similar segregation laws, such as the Chinese Exclusion Act. Second, the critics bring up statistics on fatherlessness and what that does to children, with the Black community being used as the example. The question often asked by the critics of the critical race theory is this: does incarceration cause fatherlessness, or does fatherlessness lead to incarceration?
White people are the oppressors.
I'm not sure where your education came from, but they lied to you.
You can give everyone here like a $50,000 check, especially people that are in the streets who are committing violent crimes consistently. A $50,000 check, it's not going to fix anything. It's not going to increase the median household income in the next 10 years by 10% or 20%. For example, we have the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. We prevented Chinese people from getting citizenship and even entering the country. We discriminated against them and basically put them under apartheid, even here in the United States. Yet they have the highest median household income. How is that possible? How come they don't complain and feel entitled consistently to beg for reparations and beg for this when they are killing each other 90% of the time, which is the rate that Black people kill each other?